What's up? Alex O Crypto here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Outer Gang. What's going on? Quick update here. Hope you guys are doing well. Bitcoin update. Thank you guys so much for turning up for me yesterday on Investment Bros. That was awesome. Oh my God. I was so nervous. Thank you to Nick Musgrave, Darren Does Things, Crypto Billy. Oh my God. You guys were out there. Make sure to go and check out Investment Bros. They were awesome to me. Thank you guys so much for being there. And we were up till 12:30 at night last night. And guess what? We got up. We got right back to work this morning, pouring concrete. And now we're back here giving you guys another live stream because we're always out here fighting for the Otter Gang, fighting for you guys, and hopefully helping you guys remain profitable. I am up right now 40% on a short trade that I have taken. Join us in the free Discord. You can come over here. You can see I got an entry at 182. We're doing all right with that trade, up 40% right now. And just saying my gratitude to everybody here. Everybody's out here killing it in the Discord. So join us in the free Discord. Link is in the description below. So let's jump into Bitcoin real fast, real quick. We're going to update you, and then I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to go to bed because it has been a long couple of days. So what I wanted to explain a little bit for you guys is that on the weekly here, I did a little bit of extra TA. Now, my bearish sentiment, I had a couple of levels on the way down, and I didn't fully explain them on the live yesterday because, you know, I was nervous and I wasn't so comfortable. You know, it was my first ever time collabing with another person, and you guys showed up for me and slammed those like buttons and threw those otters in the chat, and I'm so grateful for you. So what I was thinking here is that if we do come down, okay, we do have this key level at 25.2 that's going to hold us up, okay? That's the key level here at the 382 of the Fibonacci here, and then we have some other levels. We can also note that volume starts to pick up here. So if we do drop from this level right now, that where we're at, right? If we do head lower, there's a quick move because we don't have much volume holding us up. So the next stop is 25.2, okay? Then if we look at the 0.5 here, well, this is pretty much the entry and the point of control before we get into this volume range. Now you can see this square is the volume range. So if we do drop, look for our next stop to be at this 23,000 level, okay? So we're going to mark these out on our charts, and then if we do continue lower, we do have that CME gap below us here, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3 levels to be watching, and we don't want to enter back into this range unless you're like me and who would love to fill up his bags just a little bit more if price does come down. So that's what I'm looking for in the bearish case, okay? Now in the bullish case, we'll turn that one off, and in the bullish case, we have this 23.7 area of this golden pocket range, not the full one, but this one here, you know, where I believe we can possibly get a wick down to. If we do cross this 25.2, I believe we can get a wick and possibly pop off of this golden pocket here. So we need to be careful of this 23.76 and then continue on our merry way upwards and onwards. And the key obviously here is to flip this area to support yet again if we do continue down, or we can stay at the support, which we're at right now, and work our way back up. So if we drop, bounce, boom, we come back up, punch through this key level here, get back into this range that we were trading for long before, and then we head up. So obviously first, we got to break that 31,000 level, right? Then I have a couple key levels on the way up. That's 32.5. Then we have this one here, which is another golden pocket. So these are just stops along the way. So I just wanted to inform you guys and keep you up to date on our way up. If we do pop this level, we could have a swift move up because we don't have much volume between this 31,000 level that we have failed to break through and all the way up to 38,000. There is a minor stop at 36 with the golden pocket, but the next stop would practically be 40,000 where we have this volume node over here, and then the big 5-0 golden pocket, and we'll look for reactions there. But in the short term, we are in this range. We're looking for it to break. We've had a retest of this head and shoulders pattern that I'm going to get into, okay? Things to note. Weekly, curving over. Let's get into the market cipher. Weekly is curving over. We'll get rid of this bullish and this path and this price label, okay? So market Cipher, money flows come up and is exiting. On the weekly, it has touched the zero line, is coming back into the red, which is very bearish. Okay, rejection, very steep downfall on the stochastics, right? As we flip through, we can see that we have a nice curvature on the money flow on the 5-day, the 4-day, the 3-day, kind of flat. So we have some curvature coming over. We can also see that we've crossed over the zero line on the momentum waves. We failed to get a bounce here. And then on the 2-day and the daily, we're looking for that green dot that is printed on the daily. It has brought us up a little bit, but not quite significantly. Okay, so we're going to keep our eyes on that. If you were on the live stream yesterday, we were talking about a potential move up to this level and then a rejection down, which we have had. Okay, so in the short-term time frame, we're going to look to challenge these levels. Now, what are these levels? So how did I get this entry? We got the head and shoulders pattern, and on the live stream we said we pushed through this support, we popped back up, and now we're trying to continue on our way, and our entry would have been somewhere around here. So we're looking for this bullish pattern to continue and then drop down. And can we look for that long? Can we look for that bull div, right? And if we get one of these here with a lower low, if we get a lower low and like that, and then a nice momentum wave that's like that, you know, we get the bullish divergence, something along those lines, or we get a slow and steady burn here, not a higher or not a lower low, right? And then we get a deeper wave down this way, and then we get that divergence. So we got to be ready for either or. We'll keep our eyes on this key level here, and we know that we got 25.2 right around the corner. So we're going to be watching that as well. Okay, we'll get rid of that, and now we'll pull up our group here, and we got all these levels here. Now we got this. It was funny on the live stream yesterday. We had these marked as FVGs, fair value gaps, instead of CMEs. I was kind of embarrassed by that, but I mean, live and learn. I mean, you can't be perfect all the time, but we are good with these levels. Okay, so these levels have been respected. We were talking about exhaustion here and how key this level here is. You can see the volume node that's holding us down, and we're going to watch for it to have a reaction in the shorter term time frames, right? So make sure to use that fair value gap fixed range volume profile tool. It's free. It's on the left-hand side. You'll be able to find it. It's just over here under prediction and measurement tools, and it is very, very helpful. You can see it's come up, wicked up, and got rejected. We were looking for it to come back to this point of control area, but it did not, and we were looking for an entry there, but it got rejected, and hey, I jumped into a trade. Okay, so going through this, we go to the 12-hour. We can see that, yes, we've come back up. Money flow is possibly coming back into the markets on the 12-hour, so we could get a little bit of a pushback here. But look at momentum waves here. We can see that, yes, we've come back up, but it's come sideways. Okay, you can see the sideways action on the momentum wave just there. So this could come this way. Okay, so we need to be ready for that. We can see that we are very much oversold, and a trickle up could be healthy, and then maybe a continuation to the downside. So we'll be watching that, of course. So we got the CME gaps 1 and 2 still haven't been filled yet that are close to us. So we're looking for the price on the CME gaps to come down, fill this area, and possibly pop off of here. So we'll be watching that very closely in the next coming hours/days. Okay, we're going to be watching that. Going into the 4-hour. Now the 4-hour short-term time frames, we can see that we got the entry over here. It was looking very bearish in my opinion. We had this momentum wave coming down and crossing over. The VWAP got stopped out at the zero line here on the 4-hour. We talked about on the live stream also this beautiful bearish divergence that was very tradable, but I wasn't able to get into it. You can see it there on the momentum waves, and now we can see that we have been rejected, trickled down, popped back up, and we are making possibly a lower low, but look for this key level of support alongside the fair value gaps. Okay, we're going to be looking for this to continue to make higher highs or higher lows along the way here. You can see there's kind of like a higher low sentiment coming out here, but we got to be very patient here. We got to be patient with our entries, patient with what the market's giving us. A lot of FUD going on in the markets, and this massive talk about debt ceiling is driving me absolutely bonkers. So look for maybe a possible push up here, but we've definitely got this trickle down, and we're just going to be patient and wait for anything. We are in a short from 20, what was it again? 20, I want to be transparent. 27,182, okay? So 27,182. Yeah, we caught the top of this wick. It looked exhausted, so we caught that, and now we've come down, which is pretty nice. 1% gain with 60x leverage. It's pretty nice gain. So hopefully we can let that ride out, fill this gap, take some profits again down at the bottom, and possibly let this trade ride. If it does dump, woohoo, we're winning, right? If we will look for the long as well, and maybe we'll jump into an Otter Gang schlong. So we'll be watching that in the next coming hours. So make sure to add these levels, these prices to your charts. I'll zoom out for you guys. You can screenshot this, add them to your charts. Make sure to smash that like button. Always giving you guys value, always giving you guys the levels that I'm trading on a daily basis. I am very much in the trading game, trying to help you guys get profitable. You know, we're putting in work here every single day for you guys. So thank you so much for your support. I am extremely grateful for you. Okay, so add these levels to your chart. Now, let's build some confidence. We were talking about the Dixie yesterday, and could it pass this 102? Well, guess what? It has, which is bearish for Bitcoin, okay? It keeps on rising up. So we can see that it's rising up, coming up to the 0.5. We're looking for a rejection off the 0.5 and maybe a retrace down. So we've had a retrace down. Maybe we get a rejection off the 0.5, flip 102 to support and continue our way upwards, which when the Dixie pumps, Bitcoin dumps, okay? So we'll be watching the Dixie to see if it comes up to this 102. Maybe we get a little bit of relief here, but it looks like it's making higher lows and it wants to continue to the upside. The S&P, we were looking at this to dumping, okay? And yesterday, guess what? We were like, oh, it's probably going to trickle down here. Well, guess what? Blood diamond. It is dumping, okay? This is bearish for Bitcoin as well. So very much some good calls yesterday. Looking for this to continue on its way down and test this key level of support around 40 or 4,040, okay? Well, so we'll keep our eyes on that, eye on the prize. And if it continues downwards, look for it to continue to make lows, highs on its way down this beautiful downtrend that you can see here, right? It's starting to form some sort of downtrend. So we have to get below this low over here, inevitably, but right now it looks like it is trying to reverse its pattern, okay? Very, very good. So I hope that helps you with Bitcoin. I hope that gives you some ideas. We're looking for a bounce off of here between the 102 and the 104 at the 0.5. If you pull that fib from up top here at this top to this bottom, get your 0.5. That level, you can just add it to your charts as 103.30 and have that confluence and watch that, okay? So make sure to add this to your charts, the futures or the CME gaps and all that stuff. So going over to ADA, we were talking about ADA being a bit more bullish. It popped back up to this key level of resistance and has been rejected, okay? And it's continuing its flag outwards. So look for it to come back and possibly test this 35-cent area, okay? If not, we're going to look for it to pop above this key level that's holding us down right now, and that key level is 37.60, okay? So we want to see ADA or ADA or Subtracta, whatever you want to call it, flip it and continue upwards. And right here's where we'll look for the trend to continue and the entry, okay? Right now, it's very sideways. Either we look for it to come down to this 35 cents, print some sort of divergence, or we look for it to flip this to support and have a continuation pattern on its merry way up, okay? Key level of resistance is up here around 40 cents and 42 cents. So make sure to add those levels to your chart and be ready for anything on ADA, because it could possibly follow Bitcoin and maybe dump down. So got to be very patient there. Now, XRP. XRP has pumped today. We were talking about this beautiful uptrend that it is in over the long term. You know, we were wicked out way back here. It has pumped up, and now, you know, there's lots of news floating around about the XRP and the ripple case and how it is pretty positive. And look, we came up to this key level of resistance and we got rejected yet again. Okay, so very, very nice pump for beautiful XRP. In it to win it. You can see we are, though, in a downtrend. Can we continue down? Look for a reaction at this 41 cents if we continue to come back down. Otherwise, I'd be pulling a fib from this low to the high and looking for a re-entry, right? So we would go into the 1 hour. We would pull a fib from here all the way up to the top here. And then we would look for some sort of confluence, which is, I'd say, around the 786. Would be a much better level. You can see that it was trading around this level. This was the high of the previous range. So if it comes back in, look for it to bounce just below the golden pocket here. Something around, bingo, bango, 43 to, 43 cents. Okay? Looking for that on XRP. Ethereum has pushed its way back up. It is bear flagging to the extreme. So you can see it's very much bear flagging, looking to continue downwards. So we'll be watching Ethereum. Look for it to curl over and challenge these levels yet again. Okay, and these levels are at 1745. And if we do lose those levels, this can be very scary for Ethereum. So I hope that helps you with all your alts, all your thoughts. We'll go over to Pepe for the last and final one, and we will say goodbye after this. And Pepe has built some sort of consolidation range, and you can see that, hey, even meme coins can build a range. You have this key level of support that it has come to. Possible long setup, right? Possible long setup. So you want to be patient here with the meme coin. Have some confluence. Maybe look for a divergence. But you can see we have some sort of range forming here within this level. So I don't know how many zeros and stuff there are going to be on these dollar signs, but you can see here between 1.5 and 1.8 there is a little bit of a range, and then you have resistance above that. It has failed 1, 2, 3 times to get above. Okay, so it looks like it's a continuation of a downwards trend here. It's below the EMAs, so we'll be watching this to curl over and possibly challenge the lows. If I was to look for a trade, we could definitely pull a fib from the top to the bottom here, and maybe we get a wick down and we go to this 145 area. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. Thank you guys so much for your support the other day. I appreciate every single one of you. I mean, we are doing it a day at a time. I'm so grateful. Practice some gratitude today. Tell someone you love them, because I love you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for making it to the end. If you've made it to the end, throw an otter in the chat, because you're the Otter Gang, and I appreciate you. Boom, boom, boom. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Peace out.